Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about another important concept in the biodiversity, that is species area relationships. The topic name is species area relationship. So, last class we discussed about the latitudinal and altitudinal gradients. So, Colombia is nearly equator, so 1400 species birds. Okay, New York 41 0 north as 105 species. Okay, Greenland 56 species. India tropical latitude 1200 species of birds. Like that, latitudinal and altitudinal gradients we discussed in the previous class. But today we are going to discuss about another important concept, that is species area relationship. What is that? We are going to discuss. Very important. This is German naturalist. What's the person name? The German naturalist, geographer Alexander von Humboldt. Very important point. Alexander von Humboldt. So he explored the wilderness of South American jungles and found that within a region the species richness is increased. Within a region the species richness increased with increasing area. So species richness increased with increasing area, but up to certain limit. So good area is good, species also increasing, but a certain limit the species area richness is increased. So this one identified by German naturalist called Alexander von Humboldt. So is a South American jungles. He found that which jungles? South American jungles. He went there and studied species richness increased with increasing area, but up to certain limit. That is the point. Next, the relationship between the species richness and area for a wide variety of taxa. Species richness means you know very well. Angiosperms, plants, birds, bats, freshwater fishes, all are come to species. The area is good, species also good. So species richness and area for a wide variety of taxa is giving hyperbola. So on a logarithmic scale. So the relationship is a straight line described by equation. See, straight line we discussed this one for clarity. We given like this. So equation you see, log S is equal to log C plus Z log A. Actually this is a line, but for our study point of view, we don't like this straight line. So where S is equal to, what is S is called? Species richness. What is S is called? Species richness. A is equal to area. Z is equal to slope of the line. Log S is equal to log C plus Z log A, where S is equal to species richness, A is equal to area, Z is equal to slope of the line, regression coefficient. So the C is equal to Y intercept. What is called Y intercept. Now you see, this is the line like this. This one equation you should have to remember. Species richness, area, slope of the line, and Y intercept. These are equation related information. Now species richness this side, log like this. See, species richness increasing, so area also increasing. When area is increasing, species richness also increasing to certain limit. That is only identified by who? The great scientist, German naturalist and geographer. Who is that person? Alexander van Humboldt. Alexander van Humboldt explained the species and the area relationships. Next, the regression coefficient Z line generally its value is 0.1 to 0.2 regardless the taxonomic group or any region. Z line will be 0.1 to 0.2 means the regression coefficient, number of species, that is. But however, in case of the species area relationship, in very large areas, the slope of the line much steeper. It will go to large area, how much, very important. It will go to 0.6 to 1.2 means more species richness will be there, like that we can say. For example, in case of fruit eating birds and mammals in the tropical forest of different continents, the slope is found to be. So fruit eating birds are more, no? And also frugivorous and animals in the tropic region means more animals, more. The fruiting eating birds, mammals in the tropical forest of different continents, the slope is found to be a steeper line 1.15. 1.15. This is the very important point to remember. See, in the tropical regions, birds, fruit eating will be more. That's why the Z line will be how much it saves? 1.15. So Z line is generally has what do you call regression coefficient. Generally normal area 0.1 to 0.2. But in the highland areas 0.6 and what do you call 1.2. Entire continents. The fruit eating frugivorous birds, mammals in the tropical forest of different continents, the slope is found to be a steeper line of 1.15. 1.15. So Z will be tell how many species are there, richness how it will be there, that line will be tell. So Z is means nothing but what? Regression coefficient. Like that there will be what? The species area relationship is there. That information given by who? German naturalist and geographer Alexander von Humboldt. So where is he worked about? In which place he worked? And in the south, especially wilderness of South American jungles, he found that within a region the species richness increased with increasing area. Area is increasing, species richness also increased, but up to a certain limit. This is a point you should remember. The relationship between the species richness and area for a wide variety of taxa, like angiosperms, plants, birds, bats, freshwater fishes, turned out to be the rectangular hyperbola. For our logarithmic scales to study point of view, that hyperbola we meant a straight line, steep line. So relationship is a straight line described by equation log s is equal to log c plus z log a. Log s is equal to what? Species richness. A is equal to area. Species richness, area. Area is increasing, species also increasing. Slope of the line, regression coefficient by intercept. So Z generally has value how much? 0.1 to 0.2. But in the species area relationship in very large areas like entire content, slope of the line appears to be much steeper. Z value is 0.6 to 1.2. The fruit eating frugivorous birds, mammals in the tropical forest of different continents, the slope is found to be a steeper line of 1.15. Importance of biodiversity. What is that one? Importance of biodiversity. The global and India rainforests, coral reefs. Okay, see importance of biodiversity in global and India. What is the importance of biodiversity? That one we have to think and we have to discuss. So biodiversity is much more important. Biodiversity is a variety of life on the earth. What is biodiversity? Variety of life. Okay. Biodiversity is the variety of the life on the earth. Different forms of the life, different varieties of the life on the earth is called biodiversity. So next, that is the number of different species, different species of flora, fauna, including microorganisms. So biodiversity consists of what? Plants, fauna, flora, plants, fauna, animals, and microorganisms. These organisms can inhabit different ecosystems. So inhabit different ecosystems with varying conditions, like so they will inhabit the different ecosystems, like they will be called different conditions: rainforest, coral reefs, grasslands, deserts, tundra, polar ice caps. So these all areas also life will be there and inhabit these all microorganisms. This variety is biodiversity is the biodiversity variety is why these many forms. It's a very essential. Why? For well-being of our planet. The biodiversity is very essential for well-being of the planet and sustains of the life as a whole. So sustain of the life as a whole. The importance of biodiversity can be viewed and measured as one, ecosystem services, and biological services, ecosystem services, biological services, biological resources, social benefits of biodiversity are there. Today, we'll discuss ecosystem services and what you call importance we will discuss. For example, you see, the organization and functioning of ecosystem world offer is affected the dependent of biodiversity and its richness. See, ecosystem mainly depend upon the which one? The richness of biodiversity. The major functional attributes are first in ecosystem, you see, continuity of nutrient cycles, biogeochemical cycles. You know, in the ecosystem, the importance of biogeochemical cycles are very, very essential. What are the biogeochemical cycle examples? Nitrogen cycle. So, importance of biogeochemical cycles are very essential for all of us. Why? Because the decomposition, degradation, and new components, new things will be formed or not. These are all the things very, very important for us. Next, increase ecosystem productivity. Increase ecosystem productivity and provide food resources. Increase ecosystem productivity and provide food resources. For example, this biodiversity, what it will do, more species are there, in the sense productivity will be more and provides the food resources. So more species, more food, more resources will be formed. Next, acts as water traps, filters, water flow regulators, and water purifiers also will be there in the what you called this what you call attributes, the major functional attribute of biodiversity. Next, climate stability also because of biodiversity. Forest resource management and sustainable development. Forest also very important. See, what is that? Cleaning up of pollutants. See, biodiversity cleans the pollutants. So many varieties. Microbes are the biggest degraders of biomolecules, including many anthropogenic ones which are present. So sewage, garbage, these all are degraded by microbes. So that is the importance of biodiversity. So ecologically stable because of biodiversity. So these are all the things, so many benefits are there, what you call biodiversity. So these are ecosystem services. In the ecosystem itself, how many benefits are there, you see the importance of biodiversity. Next, once again I am telling to you the importance of biodiversity, global and India we will discuss. We are discussing. Biodiversity is the variety of life on the earth. Okay, so it is the number of different species of flora and fauna, including microorganisms. So these organisms can inhabit different ecosystems: grasslands, deserts, tundra, polar ice caps, like that. And the variety of is essential for the well-being of our planet. These many varieties, why these all varieties are very important for well-being of our planet and sustenance of the life. The importance of biodiversity can be viewed and measured as ecosystem services and social benefits, biological resources also. For example, the importance of biodiversity, see now, the organization and functioning of ecosystem world over is affected and depend on biodiversity. For example, take one ecosystem. That ecosystem functioning and complete working conditions under depend on biodiversity. How? For example, you see different animals, different beings living in the sense. So automatically what will be takes place in the ecosystem? Biogeochemical cycles will be takes place. Soil formation, okay, productivity increase, water will be utilized, climate will be stable, forest resources management and sustainable development by maintaining between the balance biotic and abiotic components, cleaning up pollutants, ecological stability. These all will be there because of different forms of biodiversity. So in an ecosystem, different living beings are there in the sense that is very good to that particular ecosystem. If any disturbance is there, so biodiversity is disturbed or very less biodiversity is there in the sense, automatically the ecosystem will be get the damage. These are all points you should have to remember. Next, what will be there to provide the unique aesthetic value? See, hotspots, okay, ecotourism. These are all wildlife is commercial significance. Even tourism also, good biodiversity is there. Good tourism will be there. And next is next important health of the ecosystem. Endemism also there. Endemism is a crucial indicator of richness. So endemism means where they are living, there itself, where they are formed, where they are living, there itself. They can't live in another place. So endemism also will be good for the indicator of richness. So like this, biodiversity important for the ecosystem. These all are very essential. More species, more sustainable life, more happy life will be there in the ecosystems. So India have different what you called biodiversity spots are there. Biogeographical regions of India will be there. That one will be discussed. What kind of biogeographical regions in the sense? Trans-Himalayan region, Himalayas, Indian deserts, semi-arid zones, Western Ghats, Deccan Peninsula, Gangetic Plains, Northeast India, like the different biogeographical regions of India will be there. That one will be discussed in the next class. So, ecosystem services, if you see, biodiversity is a very useful to complete development of ecosystem. If any disturbance is there, that will be affects the total ecosystem. So many benefits biodiversity. You know, one species gone in the sense what will affect means that will be affects completely, indirectly, directly total diversity. So complete all forms of life is very essential for the development of any ecosystem. So like that you should have to remember. So today what we discussed about species area relationship, about Alexander van Humboldt, about the Z line, about the Z values, okay, and log what is the equation? Log S is equal to log C plus Z log A, and frugivores, birds, mammals in the tropical forest of different content. The slope is how much? 1.15. And the importance of biodiversity, global and India level also important, global level also importance is there because of the biodiversity. And next class we are going to discuss about the biogeographical areas, what is called biogeographical regions of India, how there will be what varieties are there in those locations, what kind of diversity, what kind of animals or plants are there in that place, we will be discussing in the next class.